Tonight from Montreal, Spunk, M.D.P, General Jive, then RÉGLISSE compete for honor in CBC's Fame Game. And now your host for this evening, Marc Denis.
Thank you. Get a load of this energy. We haven't even started yet. Hello, my name is Marc Denis. Welcome to Montreal's edition of the Fame Game. Yes, indeed. Listen to the crowd. Listen to that crowd. We have for you tonight a show that I know you're going to enjoy. We have 4 groups that are looking to make it to Halifax and Vancouver for the semifinals later this month. Now, I must add, for those of you who are first-time viewers to the Fame Game, that they'll be judged on the basis of their look as a band. They'll be judged, of course, pertaining to their material and their star potential, meaning charisma. So, when I mention judges, let's meet them right away. He plays the records. He is a popular disc jockey here in Montreal on station Chaume FM, the electric Doug Price. What I tell you, popular. A popular gossip columnist from the Mtl Gazette, Mr. Tommy Schnurmacher. And last but not least, they always say that, but this is very true. A man that will book bands from Donald K. Donald Productions, the manager, the promotion manager, also for Aquarius Records, Mr. Keith Brown. The first one we have here tonight are very energetic. They play some good funk. You're going to like them. Looking for their first record deal, they recently opened up at the Pelletier in Montreal for James Brown. Here they are, Spunk!
I could imagine what you're thinking. I could imagine what went wrong. I could imagine who you're looking for. You better stop and think just a minute. You never know until she's gone. She's waiting for you forever so much too long. If you want love, you better hold on, hold on. If you want love, you better hold on to love. If you want love, you better hold on, hold on. If you want love, you better hold on to she'll always be there. You better get away from the back to the neck, she'll always scare. You better get away from the back to the neck, she'll always be there. You better get away from the back to the neck, she'll always scare. You better get away from the back to the neck, she'll always be there. You better get away from the back to the neck, she'll always scare. You better get away from the back to the neck, she'll always be there. You better get away from the back to the neck, she'll always scare.
Fantastic. Without further ado, let's get an assessment from our judges. First of all, Mr. Doug Price, what is your verdict on Spunk?
A whole hunk of Spunk. I felt the stage presentation, a very clean, classy look. The well-timed moves, especially the lead singer, the robot moves were great. I'd like to suggest possibility the singers could sing a lower harmony in some places, but the song itself was great. And for potential for television, certainly enough variety, visually for a long-lasting staying power. For stage presentation, an 8. For choice of material, a 7. And for potential for television, an 8.
Well, that sounds good to me. That sounds good to me. Take it from a fella that plays a lot of records and has been for quite a few years now. For further assessment, let's go to our second judge, Tommy Schnurmacher. How did they look to you, Tommy?
I think the costumes, yeah, the same to you. The costumes had considerable showbiz flair. They looked slick. The group is obviously very well rehearsed and sophisticated. That's in terms of stage presence. In terms of chosen material, I would have liked it a bit less repetitive, but it had lots of energy. And for star quality, incredible amounts of it, sensational dancing, adding to the charisma. For stage presentation, 7.5. Choice of material, 7.5. Potential for television, 8.5, for a total of 23.5.
Sounds good. Sounds good. And of course, an assessment from a man that books bands, like we mentioned earlier in the show, Mr. Keith Brown. What do you think, Keith?
Well, I enjoyed Spunk very much. As far as the stage presentation is concerned, I felt that their showmanship was very much in evidence. They were into the music. They were into the audience. I feel that the vocal hook was a little bit weak. Again, maybe the reference to being repetitive is there. I also felt the musical arrangement was a little bit too straight ahead. But I perceive a lot of talent and professionalism as far as the potential for television is concerned. There's intensity there on stage. I gave them an 8 for stage presentation, only a 6.5 for the choice of material, and a 7.5 for the potential for television, for a total of, I believe, 22.
Thank you, Keith Brown. I do believe that's a fair assessment from a good performance from Spunk. Don't go away. There's much more to come from Montreal. Fame Game coming back soon. Welcome back to Fame Game. I'm Marc Denis from Montreal with group number 2, Marie-Denise Pelletier and Musical Digital Print. Are a band from Montreal, 7 members. And what makes the band interesting, 4 of the members are girls and 3 of the members are guys. They like to call their music funky, electro, pop, rock. You'll be the judge of that. Their lyrics are in French for this song and the chorus in English. And that's what Canada's all about. Musical Digital Print, ladies and gentlemen, from Montreal.
Je roule à sens inverse de ce qui est plus construit. Me voilà
little digital print with Marie-Denise. Let's go straight to the judges to find out exactly how they feel about the band. Tommy Schnurmacher, what is your verdict?
I think the look is tremendous. I think they make Rough Trade look like Bambi. I like the Marilyn t-shirt, the beehive hairdo. As for choice of material, interesting lyrics. I think very energetic. The repetitive effect worked, and potential for TV great. Lead singer is sexy. She understands the stage, and it understands her back. She has a Diane Dufresne quality, only softer, very dramatic. 7.5 on 8 on stage presentation, 7.5 choice of material, 7.5 TV potential, for a total of 23.
Fantastic, fantastic. What do you think, Keith? What's your assessment?
I thought the band has a very interesting look, and fortunately they have a very engaging and talented lead singer to tie it all together. As far as the song itself is concerned, I don't think it's got a killer chorus, but it's got very strong verses, good fills, very tasty. And all in all, I think that the band has got character, and I guess that makes for charisma, star potential, whatever. I gave them an 8 for stage presentation, 7 for choice of material, 8.5 for potential for television.
Sounds good. Doug, what do you think?
I learned a long time ago, Mark, don't mess with the ladies. I think the lead singer definitely, of course, is the focal point of the group. There's good facial emotions coming from her during the song. The song definitely did cruise. It had good breaks and good harmonies, and a little more action for the backup members, the rest of the group. I think they have a great future in TV. I gave them a 7.5 for stage presentation, an 8 for choice of material, potential for television, a 7, 22.5. You're great.
All right, fantastic. Thank you very much, judges. And now for band number 3, an 8-man band from Montreal. Check out the vocals. Ain't no jive. This is General Jive.
A weekend alone, and already you were looking for trouble. Well, you ain't no set yourself. Last week I saw you out with somebody else. You say I done you wrong. Well, baby, that goes double. Haven't I given you enough good love and all these years? Back to back, both in tears. And I've been wondering who's been sleeping in my bed. Who's been sleeping in my bed? Oh, I ain't dreaming. Like a slap in your face. Nobody was taking my place. Oh, baby, when you fell in love with me, I was as happy as a man could be.
Find out what our Supreme Court of Rock and Roll thinks of this band. Let's go to the panel. Keith Brown.
I find it unusual to see a song that showcases 4 lead vocalists and tends to draw comparisons, maybe needlessly, but it's a very strong song, maybe even has hit potential. The group works well together, especially musically, and for that reason, I think they bear repeated viewing.
Okay. What would your
for scores, I gave them 7 for their stage presentation, but 8.5 for the choice of material and the material itself, and 7.5 for their television potential.
Our second panelist, Mr. Doug Price, what is your assessment here?
Well, given the reaction of the group, maybe they should change their name to General Mayhem. Stage presentation, they work well in the double duo situation. Looks like there could be a couple of divorces after the show. However, for choice of chosen material, the song was well chosen for the way the pairs work together well. Potential for television, 1 pair's company, 2 could be a crowd. I wonder about the other 4 members of the group that are playing the instruments. Somehow they weren't too involved, or they didn't look like they could be more involved. For stage presentation, a 7, choice of material, a 7.5, and potential for television, a 7.
Thank you, Doug Price. Mixed reactions here tonight. Let's go to our final panelist for this group, Mr. Tommy Schnurmacher. What do you think, Tom?
For stage presentation, a very aggressive staging, dramatic presentation. As for the choice of material, a good song, Who's Been Sleeping in My Bed, Goldilocks and the Three Bears were never like this. Also, I think that getting 8 people to show up to rehearsal is quite an achievement. For stage presentation, 7, choice of chosen material, 8, potential for television, 8.5, for a total of 23.5.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. And so far, so good here in Montreal. Don't go away. 1 band to go. They got a weird name. Tell you all about it after this. I'm Marc Denis, and we're back from Montreal with the final group of the evening. Their name is Ben Réglisse, and when I asked them where they got that name, they said, we don't know. That's my kind of band. Would you please give a warm Fame Game Montreal welcome for Ben Réglisse?
I can see the lights in the rock, but I can see the
to have a saliva test. Were there illegal steroids used? Let's find out what our judges think. Doug Price from CBC Montreal. What do you think? Ben Réglisse.
Well, I certainly think the lead singer had a lot of sex appeal. Now, there wasn't, now, I can say that, I guess, okay. Not too much movement on stage, but that may be due to the hypnotic style of the song, which I found very eerie, simple but very haunting and very effective. Could be a good video group if they used lots of other film clips and visuals to augment the fact that they didn't move around too much. For stage presentation, I gave them a 7. For choice of material, 7.5. Potential for television is 7.
Sounds good. Sounds good to me. Let's move on to judge number 2 as we wrap up this famed game from Montreal tonight. Slowly but surely, Tommy Schnurmacher, what do you say?
I think the group gives new meaning to the expression laid back. Very little gimmickry except for the tiger jacket and the black sunglasses. Choice of material, great opening pounding beat, and it builds. Potential for television, very relaxed, perhaps a little more on-stage energy. For stage presentation, 7. For choice of material, 7.5. For potential for television, 7.5 for a total of 22.
Good answer, good answer. Our survey says, whoops, wrong show. Last but not least, Keith Brown, what is your verdict?
Well, I feel that the band seems to want to work with an air of detachment, but for my taste, I feel they were maybe a little bit too detached. The arrangement, I think, hurts the composition, which is a very good composition, but it seems to take an awful long time to get to the chorus. Finally, I think that the group could do with a little bit more intensity and conviction. For scoring, I gave them a 6.5 for stage presentation, a 7 for the material, and a 6.5 for the potential for television.
Sounds fair. Let's thank our 3 judges here from Montreal tonight on Fame Game, Mr. Doug Price, Mr. Thomas Schnurmacher, and Mr. Keith Brown. Our judges have done their thing, and as the totals are being tabulated right now, let's take a final look at the groups that we saw tonight. First up, we're Spunk this evening. Musical digital print. And then came General Jive, y'all. They were here, right here. Right here on Fame Game, Ben Réglisse. In 4th place, Ben Réglisse with 63.5 points. In 3rd place, General Jive with 68. In 2nd place, Spunk with 68.5. And of course, tonight's winner from Fame Game in Montreal, musical digital print with 69 points. This is Marc Denis. Thank you for watching tonight. We will see you next week.
Je cherche des regards où je peux m'apercevoir mon irréalité en toute perversité.
Too Close for Comfort starts the comedy rolling at 8:30 in Newfoundland. Then on Hangin' In, Kate's in the middle of an odd custody battle, and a mother and a daughter argue about a boyfriend who's too handsome. Followed by that egomaniac, Buffalo Bill. And to wind up the fun, it's Newhart, Monday night on CBC Television.